Well, I have to say, this year's BravoCon was different for me because I felt like they overbooked me in some which way. Like I was being ushered so fast in and out of each spot and like wasn't able to finish whatever it was we started. And so they give you like people who kind of are in charge of you for the day. Mine, mine was new or something, didn't know where she was going, brought me to the wrong spot multiple times. And you're like in the back with these little golf carts. And I was like, what is happening? Like I kept showing up late. I was like, this is like, I think she's sabotaging me, this girl. Like it was so bad. I feel bad. She was so sweet, but like they overbooked me on things and I couldn't get everywhere fast enough. It was crazy.
You're like, are you working for somebody on my cast trying to sabotage me? No,
I'm like, what's on here?
my husband and I went with some of the Real Housewives of Dubai, and we were kind of helping them a little bit, going behind stage. And I was watching, you guys in golf carts getting ushered, and everyone just like running crazy from stage to stage. And I'm like, I don't know how the hell you do it, but listen, that goes into the respect of you guys are superheroes. It's ridiculous.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I've already done one of my podcast today. I've been at Envy today. I rearranged the whole store. I did some orders. I did my kit. Like if you knew what I did today, you'd probably laugh at me. Like you'd be like, something's wrong with you.
Yeah. Do you know, and before we get into all of the madness of it, but I actually met you. I waited on you like 5 years ago. And
Stop.
No, I met you and you had a guy with you. It was at Tom Tom. I worked for Lisa Vanderpump and I was your server at Tom Tom, and you were sitting in the booth and you were so sweet. And I think whoever you were with, it was a guy.
I remember I was there with my cousin Nick. Yes. That is so funny. That is so funny.
Yeah.
I don't remember what we were there for. I had some Bravo event or something. Oh, good. Was I nice?
Oh, you were the sweetest. You are absolutely the sweetest. And I was telling my husband, I was like, oh, I can't wait, because I didn't get to see you at BravoCon. And I thought, because, BravoCon, you still get to meet people and say hi and hello, quick, fast. But at Tom Tom, I'm like, what am I going to say? I'm sitting here waiting on her. Hi, Melissa. I love you on the show. But
so I always tell everyone, talk to me. Like if you meet me, sometimes I'm like, my brain's always going in a million different directions. But if someone engages with me and you start to have a conversation or tell me you love the show, I always like stop and talk and want to be like, always talk to me. Well, now we have to have a drink together since you waited on me and I didn't even know this. This is so funny to me. How did you get into the world? I want to start interviewing you.
Oh my God.
Like,
no. I went to school for broadcast journalism and then did an internship in LA, started working for Lisa, then the pandemic hit, and then I took it to YouTube, and then it just kind of grew. But we're not interviewing me. We're interviewing you. Wait, I want to start off with this. This has been such a journey for you. Normally, I kind of end off with like a rose and a thorn of your whole experience. And for you, for Housewives, you have to have like a rose, which is like the best part of this entire journey, 10 years. That's crazy. And there has to be like the worst part. Can we start off like that?
Sure. I mean, God, it's literally 13 years because Joey was born in 2010 and he was 2 months old at his christening. So it's literally 2023. So I've been doing this for 13 years, which is a really long time. So there's a lot of goods and bads that come with this. Obviously, it's not easy with the family. You could ask Kyle that. You can ask any of these shows that are family. Our show was family from day one. A lot of people have the misconception that like Melissa came on and then it turned into this family show. It was no. It was family way before Melissa. It was always a family show. Like when you sign up for that show, you're entering the family show, because Dina was there. There were 3 sister-in-laws. There was brothers married to sister. It's just always been the family show,
Right. And I think that's why you guys are so successful on your show, because the dynamics, I understand with casting and stuff, sometimes we have to bring in new blood, new people. But for Jersey, there's an authentic culture to it, as opposed to sometimes like on Orange County, we'll add in someone that none of the women know, but let's figure out a way to get her in there. It doesn't sit as well, but.
Right. No, I always say that. And I feel like that's why our fans are like so much more intense too, just because it's touching home for them with a lot of this experience they have with their sister-in-law or with their mother-in-law or their cousin or like their whatever. It just touches a little bit deeper with the fans because of their own personal experiences. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, you know, as you're going through every year, you have so much going on. And I was just going through photos in my phone. I was asked to look for something and I was like, how was that a year ago? And with you having cameras in your face, you have the best home videos, sometimes maybe not the best home videos, depending on the scene, I guess. But your world is just moving so fast. And then I see you posting photos of your daughter and you're like the end of an era with cheer and your boys are getting so big. They're like benching more than your husband weight. I don't know what's going on over there, but just everyone is so grown now. And you have this big house. Have you thought about what you're going to do once you and Joe are in the house by yourself with housewives as like empty nesters? What do we do?
I know. That's when you have to really enjoy who you're married to. I'm being honest because my friends who are older than me, and it's like it's just the two of them all the time. Like Jen Fessler, for instance, she or even Margaret. I'm not there yet. I have a full house of like kids and a 12-year-old who's in seventh grade that's still asking me, if he can go to his friend's house. But like I look at them and I'm like, wow, it's like literally just the two of you all the time. Like, ladies, you better be in love because when all the kids and the noise fades away, it's you and your husband. You're like, and that's how it goes. So I laugh at that. Listen, I just downsized majorly. I think that's one step. 15,000 square foot house. I'm now in a 7,000 or 7,500 square foot
Oh,
house.
you're like in a shack.
No, I
I'm
get
kidding.
it.
I'm totally kidding. It's
I'm
massive.
totally house is over, but for me, it's literally half the amount of house. So
Right.
downsizing, we always said Florida. We've always said like we'll definitely be in South Florida. We'll have some type of like home, and I think I'll always stick close to Jersey. I mean, I'm never gonna leave my kids and like whatever goes on in their lives. So I think I'll do both. I'll go back and forth.
Just flow back and forth. I mean, listen, we're in Palm Beach, kind of Miami too. We go back and forth. So if you ever come down, that drink that we just mentioned, that's when we got to do it. But
That's where it'll happen. I'm going to be in Florida for the next like almost like so much of March. So that'll happen.
we got to get together. All right. So I have another question for you. When it comes to your kids and you going out, I saw another video. It sounds like I've been just like stalking your Instagram, but I knew we had this interview and I just
This is good. Okay, go ahead.
I like it. Well, I like to know who I'm talking to, kind of in the sense of like, what do you have going on right now? And you and your boys are walking in, you're grocery shopping, and I'm just laughing, thinking like, I remember I had to go somewhere with Lisa Vanderpump one time, and everyone just storms her, and her son at the time was just like so annoyed by it. How do your kids react? Because you're in Jersey. I talked to a lot of people from Jersey. You guys have it. It seems like everyone in Jersey knows everyone. It's like a small, tight-knit community. So people have to swarm you, and your kids, I'm sure, are there half the time.
Yeah, you know what? I know this is going to sound crazy to you, but outside of Jersey, if we step our foot outside of Jersey, wow, like it's next level. Because I think in Jersey, they expect us, especially up here in Bergen County, where we're all from. I think it's like more expected to see Melissa Gorga at dinner at these, there's 10 restaurants where they're the best restaurants that we're going to be at. And it's not so odd to see me there. But like if I show up in Florida or Pennsylvania or everyone like freaks out because it's a different, you're not supposed to see me there. Right. So
Right.
Believe it or not, it's not Jersey that freaks out. It's when you step outside of Jersey.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And everyone would be Jersey. I mean, listen, everyone says hello. I always see parents on the fields. Like, I'm a very active mom. I'm always on the football field. I'm always at cheer competitions. Of course, I say hi to everyone. And of course, everybody's curious and wants to say hi. And that just comes with the territory, I think. I think Joe, I'm going to give credit to Joe for this. He is better than me at that. Only because like Joe will be like, come to my house. I'll make you dinner tomorrow. Like Joe will sit and talk to. So you know how there's like the person you get stuck to next to on the plane? Like I'm the girl who's like not really talking. My headphones are on. I'm not. Joe like has their number, full blown conversation, doesn't shut up the whole flight. I'm like, what is happening? Like, that's Joe.
He's like, we're doing shots. We're doing shots.
Yes. Yes. Like literally we end up meeting them at the resort. They come by for a shot. I'm like, oh my, it's our airplane friend. Like always.